You're trying to relax. You put on that new Netflix show everyone is talking about, the one with $1 million an episode budget. But your phone is in your hand. You're watching the show, but you're also scrolling, half listening, half watching. Heck, maybe you're doing it right now. You got this video playing, but you're also checking an email or half listening from another tab. It's okay, I get it. If you feel like your attention is being pulled in 1,000 directions, you're not imagining it. It's not your phone. And if you feel like you can't focus on long tasks anymore, you are not alone. It's common in this online society today. The attention economy, why you can't focus anymore. Hi, this is Haruto. Welcome to the show. For generations, the biggest companies in the world fought over your money. Today, they are fighting over something far more valuable, your minutes. We are living in an economy where your focus is the product. And this system is fundamentally changing how we think, how we work, and how we are able to achieve. We need to talk about how this new economy, how it is engineered to hijack your brains, and what you can do to take your focus back. Disclaimer. Before we begin, our usual disclaimer. I'm not a psychologist, a sociologist, or a neuroscientist. My role is to provide information, to connect the dots, and to discuss these ideas with you for education and entertainment purpose. This isn't a medical diagnosis or financial advice. With that being said, let's begin. For decades, we thought we knew who was competing with whom. Coke versus Pepsi, Ford versus GM. In the world of video games, it was Sony PlayStation versus Microsoft Xbox. But recently, the head of Xbox said something that reframed the entire industry. He said his biggest competitor weren't just Sony, they were TikTok, Netflix, and every other form of entertainment. The battle is no longer console versus console. The battle is any high attention activity, like a 60-hour video game, versus any low attention activity, like scrolling a feed. Why? Because the fundamental business model has shifted. The old model was about selling you a product, a game, a movie ticket, a car. The new model is about getting your attentions. We've all heard the saying, if the service is free, you are the product. But it's more specific than that. Your attention is the raw material, the new oil, and these platforms are the refineries built to extract it, bundle it, and sell it to the highest bidders, advertisers. The longer they can keep you scrolling, the more ads they can show you, and the more money they make. It also makes the product more sticky, more addictive, and you, as the user, are more likely to come back to the app after each session. The single incentive that has created multi-trillion-dollar industry dedicated to one thing, figuring out how to keep your eyeballs glued to the screen. So, how do you build a system to capture and hone human attentions? You don't just build a funny app, you engineer a reward mechanism. For decades, technology gave us reward at a normal pace. You beat a level in a game, you feel good. You finish a movie, you get the emotional payoff. But the modern attention economy is built on an immediate reward algorithm. The infinite scroll on a social feed is a slot machine. Every flick of your thumb is a new pull of the lever. You don't know what you get. It may be a funny video, an interesting article, or something boring. That random reward system is the most addictive one known to mankind, as long as it is relevant to you. Now, to be fair, this isn't all bad. The random reward system is also an incredible engine for learning. You can fall down a rabbit hole and accidentally learn how a car engine works from a mechanic in the middle of nowhere, or learn how to code an app from a software engineer who just decided to share the process. The democratization of knowledge is a huge upside of this economy. But there is a cost. The platforms aren't optimized for learning. They optimize for watching. They don't really care what you watch, just that you keep watching. And this system has a massive side effect. We are training our brains, especially younger generations, to expect a reward immediately. What happens when you sit down and do something that doesn't offer that? What about reading a book, studying for an exam, having a long, deep conversations with your partner, or even just being bored? And by the way, being bored is not bad at all, especially for your mental health. If you have a free 5 minutes later, watch this Harvard video here. Now, all of those tasks are high attention tasks. They require focus, but our brains are now required to ask, where is my next hit? This is why multi-screen has become normal in these past decades. We are watching a movie, but we are also scrolling, trying to get a reward stream at once, because the movie alone isn't rewarding us fast enough. We are not just distracted. Our collective ability to focus is being systematically altered. For a long time, the trade-off seems fair. We get free service, and in exchange, we watch a few ads. But the system is now quacking under its own weight. Platform grow revenue by either seizing more of your time or by jamming more ads into the time you already given them. They are doing both, and it's becoming extremely aggressive. The most obvious example is streaming on Twitch. You're watching a live stream, be it a sport games or a major event. It's the final 2 minutes, and suddenly, the platform forces you to watch 60 seconds of unskippable ads. When you are back, you realize you just missed the winning goal. And 60 seconds is just a rookie number. Twitch provides the options of 3 minutes of ad break length for every 10 minutes. This isn't a good user experience regardless of streaming categories. It's directly interfering with and destroying the value of the service. This creates an intense fight between consumer and company. Consumers are fighting back against the abusing system by adopting ad blockers. Platforms, in response, build technology to block ad blockers or punish users who use them. The free internet is no longer a friendly exchange. It's becoming a battleground between the users and the service. The platforms are stuck because they have a legal responsibility to their shareholders, and this includes the very people using their service. They made us addicted to free for a long time, but free is now costing us our insanity, and the ads that pay for it are becoming unbearable. However, it seems this company truly believe consumers will tolerate this toxic relationship indefinitely, simply because there are few better alternatives. In the era of AI-driven software with accelerated development cycles, such complacency will destroy legacy companies that lack strong data or contain moats to protect their business. The disruption doesn't have to come from a startup. If even one competitor decided to change course, it's game over. In general, this massive problem creates a massive opportunity. If you are a platform, your problem is my user hates my ads. If you are an advertiser, your problem is my cost to run ads is getting too expensive for not much of an improvement in conversion rates. Therefore, in my opinion, a startup that could solve this would be a unicorn. A company that creates ads that are seamless, non-disruptive, and still effective would be one of the most valuable companies in the world. Imagine a chat app where subtle, relevant ads slide in from the left of the screen during your conversations, then disappear 5 to 10 seconds later. Or a video streaming service where multi-ads appear via a split screen without interrupting playback. So why hasn't anyone done it? Simply put, it's incredibly difficult, not technologically, but as a human problem. Number one, the seamless paradox. The more seamless an ad is, like an influencer naturally using a product in their video, the less it feels like an ad. But this seamlessness can also feel deceptive. We see this battle playing out with influencers right now. Ads are most effective when they look genuine, heartfelt recommendations. However, the Federal Trade Commission (FTC) requires disclosure of paid promotions. Yet many influencers still don't comply. or they bury the ad hashtag where they hope you won't notice. They are trying to maintain that seamless feel, but in doing so, they erode their audience trust. The issue scale indefinitely if you are a company. Number 2, the audience problem. Ads only work when a platform has enough users that advertisers are willing to pay for sales. Starting a business supported purely by ads is extremely difficult. 3. The creepiness valley. We want relevant ads, but if an ad is too relevant, for example, mentioning something you just discussed in your living room or just saw on the street, it feels extremely creepy. It crosses a privacy line, and we instinctively reject it. Finding the perfect balance between useful and creepy, or between seamless and deceptive, is the billion, even $1 trillion questions. And so far, no one has found a good answer. Let's see if AI can create this miracle. Final thought. So, what do? We are living in a system that is designed to mine our focus. It's the logical outcome of an economy that pays for attentions. It's a business model with the consequence for consumer losing our ability to do the one thing that computers and AI can't do. Deep, creative, focused thinking. You can't win this fight by just deleting all your apps. This is the world we live in. But you can change the term of engagement. Making peace with this economy isn't about giving up. It's about understanding the system so you can make deliberate choice. The first step to reclaim your attention is to realize every single day that it is the most valuable thing you own. It's the new currency. You get to decide how to spend it. For the builders thinking of ways to create value, try out letting users customize their own filter algorithm. To close this video, here are 2 things you can do this week. 1. Do an attention audit. You can't manage what you don't measure. For one day, use your phone built-in screen time app and check out where your minutes actually went. The numbers will probably shock you. 2. Schedule deep time. You can't find the system 24/7, so schedule time to be offline. Put your phone in another room for 1 hour every evening. Read a physical book, do yoga, go for a walk without headphones. You have to practice focus like a muscle, or it will vanish. Thank you for watching. Have fun.